229 TBS Freedom Express from Coachmen here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Real quick, I want to mention this is sort of generic stock footage. Not every single 229 is going to look exactly like this one. We will tend to order ours mostly equipped the same way, just maybe with different fabric color schemes. But you know, there's often mid-year model changes that I won't always catch on updated footage here and there. The Freedom Express from Coachmen represents both their highest level travel trailer and lightweight. And you know, one of the reasons I put these videos together for is to explain the differences between something like this and a common class camper. The other thing I like to do is point out the fact that you know, every dealership has good prices. It really is service that defines one dealership from another. We are already going above and beyond and telling you more about the RV than most salesmen are probably going to know. Most salesmen know it's pretty and we have a good price. Every place had good prices. If they didn't, they wouldn't be in business. Find out who's going to serve you best. Most of our salesmen, for example, are campers themselves. That's not a common thing. So while we're looking down here, I've got the camera pointed here for a reason. This is one of the largest front storage pockets in the entire lightweight industry. This is 3/4 of a 3/4 ton bed pickup, if you think of it that way, something you're familiar with. Notice too, we have this handy 2 foot by 4 foot outdoor resin top table. I say resin top because that means that it's waterproof. You know, it can't get spongy or moldy or anything like that. You just hose it down, throw it back in, strap it down, you're good to go. And it still leaves this whole front storage open. And notice they have a full LED light strip here that I flipped on for you. So it's larger, easier to get into, and better lit. All of those are good things that any camper is going to enjoy. Before I get too far along, I don't want to forget to point out power awning with LED lights. And now power awnings, power tongue jacks, like you'll see on this camper, it seems like they're a dime a dozen nowadays. So you kind of have to do a little looking to see what sort of grade of motor they're putting in an appliance, because you could have 3 trailers with the same housing, but the quality of the gearing and whatnot is going to make the difference. There's like 3000, 6000, 9000 series. You're going to find better grade appliances on a Freedom Express. They move faster, they're stronger, they last longer. You're also going to find over 50 consecutive years of RV experience involved in any Coachmen RV. For instance, you're going to see a space here for a double battery, so you could hook up 2 batteries if you'd like. You also notice the spare tires mounted under the front tongue. 1, it's easy to get to, and 2, it leaves the rear bumper open for things like bike racks if you want to do that. The sidewalls of their slide outs are a highly textured surface. I'm going to see if the camera will pick it up. Yeah, there you go. You see how this has got a nice grain to it. That's pulling the seal here very taut, and it ensures to the highest possible degree that the seal is, you know, fully run in or out, as the case may be. Less chance for leaks in English. The axles, you notice, first of all, nice aluminum wheels. Secondly, they're set 9 extra inches apart. It's a wide stance axle system that provides more stability while you're towing. It also adds better load equalization, so you don't have quite as much tongue weight here as you'd expect to find on an average camper. We do have an enclosed underbelly on this camper. That's not going to be found necessarily across the board in the lightweight industry. Now, this is what's kind of unique here. This is the rear bunkhouse area. However, most floor plans similar to this have 2 bunks and then just a dead pocket down here that they don't always do anything with. In a Freedom Express, they opened this bottom pocket up and they went ahead and just threw a 3rd bunk mat down on the floor. It doesn't cost that much extra, but it gives you the option of sleeping an extra kid, or if you don't need to do that, take this bunk mat, put it up here, make this extra cushy, and then you have inside, outside, pass-through storage. You notice that each sleeping space gets a full heavy-duty LED light, as well as their own individualized storage space here. And this rear area, you notice this bunk lifts up to form like a little cargo hold, basically. Very cool stuff, and it's 50 years of experience that are going to help get you there. Not to mention the fact, top 2 windows here, you see, or top 2 bunks have these big windows for extra airflow. Any window you see is going to open for ventilation. I think we've pretty much killed the outside here. One quick thing before I get too far along, I want to point out a critical difference in the Freedom Express series compared to almost anything else out there. This white line that you see in there, that's called Asdel. That is the layer that the fiberglass is directly attached to. Most of the time you're going to find a single sheet of plywood there, aka Luan. This, compared to Luan, is 50% lighter, has double the R factor, so the walls are back to an R9 from a 7, and it's it's a resin. It's rot proof, mold proof, mildew proof. It can't rot. It's melted down pop bottles is all it is. And I'm going to go ahead and buckle this down because we do have some wind kicking up. If the wind has hit the camera, I apologize. Let's step inside here for you. By the way, 5,033 pounds on this camper, which is not too bad on a like a 22, 23 foot lightweight trailer with a big deep slide. Now, right when you walk in, boom, lights. You have some excellent light fixtures in here. Good quality, giving you lots of lighting. All the interior lights are LEDs. Now, I've seen similar floor plans, but people will walk into this one and go, it just feels bigger. And you are correct. A Freedom Express is 81 inches tall, the entire width of the trailer. The floor to ceiling panel height is 81 inches. Average RV, average travel trailer of any variety is 78 inches. That's 3 extra inches. Normally most travel trailers would stop right at the top of this slide out. Some travel trailers will have a domed interior roof, but they're still only 78 inches on the sidewalls. So a Freedom Express by comparison has 3-inch taller slide outs. It'll have 3-inch taller cabinetry, 3-inch taller bunks all the way across, and 3-inch taller shower, because the showers are never in the middle of the camper, they're on the side. That 3 inches is a big deal. But because of things like the Asdel substrate in the walls, they keep the weight in check. So you get a full-size, lightweight travel trailer with a full-depth slide instead of a baby slide. So you're not sacrificing structure to keep the weight down, you're increasing quality of material to keep the weight down. That's the better way of doing it. It will cost $1 more. You can obviously see the benefit of it. Again, all of your windows do open for ventilation. I like to point out they have some of the easiest dinette drawer access that you'll find in the industry. Both sides of the dinette open this way, and even the rear section of the dinette slides open so that you know, you don't have to tell everyone, get up, get your pop, get your cereal off the dinette. The color scheme here, I want to say, is cobblestone, but don't quote me on that. I've been wrong before. I mix up cobblestone and topaz quite often. I think topaz is the upgraded cobblestone. Anyway, long story short, again, fabric colors may vary. Now, a 22-foot lightweight like this won't usually have central air, but this is not a common lightweight. This is a Freedom Express, so we do have central air. We also have extra vents above the master bed for extra ventilation. We also have a full-length true 60 by 80 queen bed. Most lightweights don't match that. Most lightweights, most campers period, have a 76-inch camper queen. Both sides of the bed have power outlets with stands to run your CPAP machines. We have 2 more of these LED light fixtures right above the bed for his and hers sort of nighttime experience, as well as just a general bedroom light up here. The countertops, the dinette table, the bathroom table, any countertop material used in a Freedom Express is going to be this sealed edge variety that you see right here. Now, this is really important because you're splashing water around a sink all the time. That's the point of the sink, is to splash water around on things. Well, if it splashes and gets into a T-mold, meaning where they cut the countertop off and then they just shove a trim onto the end of it, that's called T-molding. It's not sealed. Water can get in there and it can sponge. And again, it doesn't take, I mean, imagine the kids bounce around. They're all jacked up on Kool-Aid and Mountain Dew. And, you know, the table's going to bounce around. The first time that Junior hits the table and it shakes, you're going to spill a pop. It's going to swell the table. Not in a Freedom Express. A lot of lightweights, I've noticed, have started to save weight and cost by peeling out drawers in the kitchen, and you can see that's not the instance here. You're going to get lots of storage in a Freedom Express kitchen, and that's true in any floor plan. You know, like they have excellent countertop space here for a small camper. They also have bigger cabinets, and again, it's that 81-inch height that makes the difference there. And just to give you an idea, this is like the tray basically for. Or pardon me, this is a box that holds a wall clock, and it's dwarfed by comparison to this huge storage compartment that you see right here. Something that I already forgot to talk about before I get too far along, handy little charging station. What you can do, take your phone chargers, device chargers, whatnot, plug them in right there so that you only have to dangle the cord down. You didn't just spend a whole bunch of money to have a whole mess of cell phone chargers dangled across using up what counter space you have. You need this stuff. You need this to be wide open. So they give you a spot to house all of that and keep it out of the way. It's just smarter, you know. You're starting to see things like the Furion microwave here. Furion's becoming really the premier high-level producer of parts for the marine and RV industry. The whole point of that device there is that it can be shaken, more before it fails, and it can reach hotter and colder temperatures before it fails. It's a big darn deal. You notice that the TV is on an angle there? The TV here is on a swing arm so that it can face any direction you want. Normally, the guy who sits in this corner of the dining table gets a crappy view of the TV. However, this thing has a pretty extreme sweep on it. So if you are sitting over here, everybody gets the ideal look at the TV from anywhere in the RV, short of sitting in the bunks or the bathroom, obviously. Little stuff like this. Just a handy little shoe garage down here. Nothing major, just enough to keep flip-flops and stuff out of the way. Sandals, you know, little stuff like that makes a big difference. Let me move the TV back out of the way here. The stereo, all in one. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth enabled, does everything. Does everything. I mean, it even has auxiliary inputs if you want to bring along an extra player. A lot of lightweights have a gas-only water heater. This has gas and electric with fast recharge. What that means is you can run gas and electric simultaneously to get up to 18 gallons of hot water per hour. Not a common thing in lightweight trailers. Not a common thing in all trailers, really. And again, this is where this floor plan is highly unique, is that we have this really sweet triple bunk system back here. Now notice they build a ladder in so that mom and dad don't have to throw junior and daughter up to the top bunk. They can get up there themselves. And in case you're wondering, kids are like Spider-Man. That's not a problem for them. We also have extra power outlets around any sleeping space. And again, all beds have their own little like wardrobe section and whatnot in here. This is a sweet floor plan. All the beds, even like especially back here, they have the nicer cloth shades, not metal blinds. Kids will just wreck metal blinds so fast. Nice bathroom in this too. What I like here is a couple things. I purposely did not turn the light on in here because you have both a fan operating like a skylight as well as an actual skylight providing light in here. But if you do kick the light on, it's even better, you know. Now they do include shower wall paneling, not found in all lightweight units. Now the water that sprays off your body, if you didn't have the shower wall paneling, it would just hit straight wall paneling, and you would, over time, you'd water damage this. You'd actually start to see the wallpaper peel off the wallboard. Not going to happen in here. And again, central air, central heat, keep you comfortable in any room of the RV anytime. Foot flush stool, not a a centrifugal gravity feed. And I like to point out, small bathroom, but okay for big people. You see that my legs are not bent up, twisted up whatsoever. I'm 6'3". I'm a pretty tall guy. I need a fair-sized bathroom. Actually, one of my first jobs at this dealership before I started being Josh the camera guy was I was the guy who tested new brands to see if they fit big people. So this one passes the test. Another thing to point out too, while I'm sitting here on the throne, is sealed edge countertops even in the bathroom like I mentioned. So if you are splashing water on the sink, which is big enough to actually wash your hands, by the way, you're good. There's a lot I haven't tipped on here yet, guys. These are highly feature-packed, very well-appointed, very well-equipped travel trailers. And then you remember, oh yeah, they're also lightweights that aren't going to kill my truck or my SUV going down the road. We've had a great service record with these. We plan to continue carrying these for a very long time. They don't just have a good look, they have good features, good performance. Give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping. Have some fun.